Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a seed haul, a little bit different than my normal content, but I thought it'd be fun because I love watching these types of videos and I got a really large order from Baker Creek Seeds. So I figured let's open it together. It's going to be interesting to see how these seeds do this year because I am living in a different state now, so it's going to be a completely different garden. Fresh seeds, some of them I haven't even grown before, so we'll see. And honestly, I don't even remember what some of these are. Are you that kind of shopper where you just like buy stuff and then you forget what it is? Because I definitely do that and it almost feels like Christmas morning. So let's get into this package and see what I got. All right. I'm wondering if I should organize them by like types. There's so many in here. Oh my god. Okay. Let me organize these real quick. I've already unpacked everything and put them into groups so we can go by like categories. So let's start with like a root. Let's start with the root vegetables. Oh, and let me also preface that I am now in a new state, Missouri. I've never been here even before. I've definitely never had a garden here. So some of these varieties that I bought, I've never even grown before, but it's gonna be a little different and interesting growing these in another state. So comment down below if you wanna see the start to finish or like the, what am I trying to say? Comment down below if you wanna see this garden transformation of me building it from the bottom up, because it's going to be a brand new garden, some brand new seeds, and I'm very excited. So let's get started with some root vegetables. So golden beets, I've never grown golden beets before, but what I hear is that they are not, like if you're one of those people that think beets taste like dirt, golden beets are for you. I actually love beets, but I thought it would be fun because I already have some seeds that are the regular red beet. But I think it would be fun to have some roasted beets together that are golden and regular red. I also love a beet salad that has like goat cheese or feta cheese or something of that nature. So trying a golden and a regular beet together, I hope will work out and it will grow nicely in my garden. Next up is carrots. I haven't had much luck with carrots in the past. Last year, or no, 2 years ago, I think were the best carrot years I've ever had, but I'm gonna try for an even better one. I think the secret to carrots is to always keep them moist when you are first trying to get them to sprout. So we'll see how these go. I got two different kinds. I got the St. Valerie and the new Kuroda. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. So the new Kuroda says it is an improvement on the famous Japanese Kuroda type carrot. New Kuroda is sugary sweet and the texture is ultra fine grained. The roots of this hardy breed can power through tough soil and blistering heat, producing winning roots in the most brutal conditions. And then the St. Valerie says it is a very old French variety, handsome, large, bright red orange, 10 to 12 inch. I can't with the handsome, wow. 10 to 12 inch roots, smooth, sweet, and tender, our favorite. So we'll see which one does well. I think I also have the Danver, what is it called now? 126 or something like that. So we'll see which variety does well here. For peppers, I only got one this time. I have the ahi mango, and I was really wanting to try this to make some sort of like tropical hot sauce. So we'll see how that does. It says tangerine color, mango sweetness with a nice searing heat, perhaps the perfect pepper. This ahi type pepper is just 1/2 inch wide and 2 inches long. About 25,000 Scoville heat units like a hot serrano or lemon drop pepper. I have never tried the lemon drop pepper, but this will be really interesting to make a hot sauce with. I don't know if I should pair it with like mango or some type of fruit in it as well. If you have any ideas, comment down below, or if you've ever grown it before and you like this pepper, let me know what you do with it. The next category I have is tomatoes. I only bought one, actually, never mind. I was about to say that I only bought one type of tomato, but now I see it says free seed, so I guess I didn't even buy any tomatoes this year. But the free seed that they gave me is the pink fang. I've heard of this, I've never grown it before, but it says indeterminate regular leaf. Indeterminate means that it's going to just keep getting bigger and bigger, basically like a vine. It's not going to just reach one height and be done. So it's a fantastically meaty and sweet paste tomato for making superb sauces or fresh eating. 6-inch long fruit, have very few seeds and dry flesh. This is perfect for making paste or marinara. You won't be disappointed. Well, we'll see about that. So actually, I'm pretty excited about this. The reason why I didn't buy any tomatoes, I feel like a lot of people are gonna be like gasping because gardeners love their tomatoes. But let me tell you, the last 3 years that I've had a garden in Arizona was our last house. I had like the worst luck. I had the worst luck of growing tomatoes. And so I'm kind of over it. All I was able to grow there was cherry tomatoes. I don't really know what I was doing wrong exactly. But I'll be excited to try these. I do have other tomato seed varieties already in like my seed collection. So I will be starting tomatoes. I'll just, I don't know, kind of upset about it. So I will be starting tomatoes, but I'm not really expecting much. Anyways, the next thing, it's not really a tomato, but it's kind of like a cousin, I guess, right? It's kind of closer to like a tomatillo, and it's the ground cherry. I absolutely love these. I grew them one time when we were living in Florida, and we had iguanas like crazy at our house. So I grew it once, they started producing, and then the iguanas just demolished it. So my kids love these. Actually, it was just my daughter that I had at the time when I grew this last. So she absolutely loved them. I'm sure my son is going to eat them up too. They are almost like more of a fruity kind of taste with like a hint of tomato, but more fruity than anything. So I'm very excited. They're like really hard to get started as seeds from what I've tried in the past, but hopefully we'll have some luck this year. All right, my next category is like vegetables. It's kind of all over the place, so bear with me, but fennel. I have never grown fennel before, but I'm very excited because I do love fennel seed in chai tea. So I also love the bulb too, so I'm probably gonna do a little bit of both, grow it for the bulb to eat fresh in salads, or like I love doing it in a sauerkraut, or just grow it for the seeds and then use that in chai tea, or maybe like just fennel tea by itself, because that's really good for your tummy. The next variety I have is Malabar spinach. I absolutely love this spinach. This is a seed that I've grown before. I absolutely love it for the reason that if you've ever grown regular spinach before, it just grows on the bottom of the ground, and it's just almost like tiny little leaves growing on the ground, and it doesn't go up at all like in a bush or anything. So in my opinion, regular spinach is a waste of space. Malabar spinach is very similar to regular spinach in my opinion. Maybe not for everyone, but I think it's a little bit thicker than a regular spinach, but it grows on a vine. So you really could just grow it up on a trellis and save so much space. So that's why I have this one. And it's also really beautiful. Makes like these little purple these purple berries, which are really cute. Just really pretty for the garden. So I'm excited about that one. The next one I have is purple sprouting broccoli. I almost stumbled on my words there. This one I have grown before. It's absolutely delicious. I actually love sprouting broccoli better than a heading type because I like the way that it just kind of comes in spurts, and the main thing, now that I'm remembering about broccoli, the main thing for me with the sprouting broccoli is that as it comes up, you just cut it off and then put it in the bowl, and it's already ready to cook. You don't have to cut off the head of it and then go in the kitchen and break it down again. It's just already ready to go. Now for peas, I have Tom Thumb peas, and this is a variety that are dwarf plants. So it says it gets about 8 inches only. And these are really good for containers or even like window boxes, it says, or cold frames. So that's interesting. I wonder if that would be something that I can do this year, do a cold frame type of thing, because now I'm in even a colder climate. So very excited about these, and we'll see how they turn out. I do love a good pea. Next, still in the pea category, but this is actually a dwarf variety too. It is the snap peas, and I love a good snap pea. I love using them in like a fried rice. So very excited about this one, and I forgot that it was a dwarf variety, so this should be interesting. It's actually, I think I've gotten this variety before now that I think of it. It says it only gets to 1 to 2 feet tall, and I'm pretty sure this is the same one, but I just didn't have any more seeds. So very excited about that one. From what I remember in the past, it was pretty prolific for how big it got, and it didn't even need a trellis. So let's see how that one does this year. Okay, this year I'm going to attempt to do corn. Let's see how that goes. I attempted it, I think it was either 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. And I was like, I got a variety that was supposed to be really good for that area, but I think my soil was just terrible in that area of the yard because I tried to grow it in ground, and I should have amended the soil a little bit better than I did. So lesson learned. But this year I got Martian Jewels, and I'll see how it does in Missouri weather. But this one I heard is good to use as a dried corn, to use for like, masa or cornmeal, stuff like that, or to also use it as a sweet corn. So it's a dual purpose, and I'm very excited because I've never tried this. And it's just really beautiful. It's a purple husk, and I've never even seen a corn like this in real life. So purple is my favorite color, and I'm very excited. Looks like there's a little hole in it. I wonder if something got to it. I hope it's okay. Okay, moving on. Thank you. Somebody just bought from my store. Thank you so much. I always try to say thank you every time because I am so thankful for everyone that ever supports my business. Okay, so moving on to the melon category. I've lumped melons and pumpkins together. I don't know if that's correct, but this is what I've done. So I will start with, I got two different, oh yeah, the other one was a free seed. So I got one type of cantaloupe. This is Hale's Best 45, and it says it is sweet, smooth orange flesh, and good flavor. And I love a good cantaloupe. I love eating them fresh or juicing them. So very excited. I haven't had the best luck with melons, really. Maybe a little bit better with like a pumpkin or squash or something like that. So I really hope these do well here, and I'm gonna try my best. So good luck with these for me. Then this was a free seed that I got. It's also a cantaloupe. It's called the Sweet Passion. I've never heard of this one before, but it says it's a muskmelon grown in the 1920s. It's got succulent flesh, very sweet, very aromatic, and finely flavored. It says the fruit weighs normally 3 to 4 pounds, and it has drought and wilt resistance. So hopefully that is something good for this area. I think from what I hear, this area gets super wet in the summer and like springtime. So I don't think I'll have to worry about drought, but we'll see. Okay, this is the section with the pumpkins now. And I have a buttercup squash, it's called. This says it is a good replacement for sweet potatoes. It has very sweet, dry flesh, excellent quality, orange flesh, green skin, and roughly 3 pounds of fruit. This one I'm very excited about because I'd like to use this like as a replacement for, I know it says a replacement for sweet potatoes, but using it as like pumpkin puree. I also think this would be a really pretty pumpkin for decor at fall time. So just a little something different than like the normal orange pumpkin. All right, and the last pumpkin I have is Winter Luxury Pie. This one says it is a 6-pound golden fruit white netting. I'm very excited about that because I think this would also be such a cool pumpkin to have for fall time, like having as decor as well. So it's like I'm buying these for decor, but then also for like obviously making pie. I don't ever make pies. I don't know why I said that. I read on the back. I mostly use pumpkin puree for like more like a pumpkin bread, or like I'll make a pumpkin and banana chocolate chip muffin. What else do I do with this? Oh, pumpkin banana bread. I have a video on that if you're interested. I just love a good pumpkin type tasting, especially. Oh, also in the fall, I do love making a pumpkin, what is it called? Pumpkin spice latte, and I use actual pumpkin puree in it. So very excited for this, and I'm very excited about how it's got the little white. I feel like you can't really see it in. I feel like you can't see it too well on the picture, but it is probably going to be really beautiful. I did Google the pictures, and I'm very excited about that. And it's also, from what it looked like, it looks like it's a little bit more muted of an orange, so it's not like orange in your face, you know? I feel like that's probably going to look a little bit better as decor. Personally, I don't really love an orange color, like a bright orange color. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so I guess I skipped some melons. So we have a cicada sweet. I don't really know how to say that, but this is more of like a honeydew type thing. I do love a honeydew too, so I'm excited about this. It says it's very sweet, crisp, crunchy, and they have edible skins, perfect for marketing, like taking to the market, but I'm not going to be doing that. They'll probably never like even get to the kitchen, I'm assuming, especially because they're so tiny. I'm sure that my kids are gonna like eat them in the garden. All right, and then, oh, I'm very excited about this one. This is a orange watermelon. I've literally never even heard of that before. I can't remember if this was one of their new seeds or not, but I've heard of the yellow watermelon, never tried it before, want to try it, but I decided to get this one this year because it's orange. If you've grown it before, let me know down in the comments because I would love to hear what your experience has been with it. But this one says that it's orange fleshed. This doesn't really say much. So this one says that it's a new favorite orange flesh variety and it matures early and is excellent for northern growing. I think technically I'm in the north, right? I mean, no, that's Midwest. I don't even know where I am, guys. I'm from Florida and I'm not from around these parts. Okay, so now we're moving into flowers, and the first one I have is a cream peony poppy. I've never grown a poppy before, so I'm very excited about this. This is literally just for aesthetic, for, I don't know, do the bees like this type of thing? I'm not sure if you can get a good poppy seed to make like poppy seed bread or anything with this. If you know, let me know. But this is just for more of like a landscaping in my front yard, so I'm excited to try that. I have next marigold sugar and spice. This one is also going to be more of like a landscaping type thing, more just for beauty. I also want to grow not just for landscape but also to have like cut flowers in the house, so I thought those would look really pretty together. This actually, you'd probably be shocked, I've never grown this before, but nasturtiums, and these ones are called Purple Emperor. I just thought they were so beautiful. And you can also eat these, from what I hear. They're like peppery kind of tasting, and I've seen people also pickle the seed pods of these and use them as like a caper substitute. I'm interested to see how these turn out, and I'm really excited to see if I can even get them sprouted because I've literally never been able to. So we'll see about that. So next up for flowers is a black peony. This is gonna be, you know, more of a landscaping cut flower type thing as well. I've, like I said, never grown a peony before, so we'll see how that goes. Next up is a milkweed. I thought these were a really pretty color. They also say on the packet that they are a vanilla scented swamp milkweed. This should be really good for the monarch butterflies. I believe this is one of the varieties that they are good with. If you know, let me know. I may be incorrect. But so that's gonna be really good for butterflies. Next up, this is obviously a cut flower slash landscaping flower, but a zinnia. I've never grown the queen lime orange before, so excited to see how these go. I've grown in the past a lime green, like fully lime green one, and what else? The white one, and I think it was like a purpley pink color. So I know I like zinnias a lot, but I thought this would be a fun change of color. Next up, I have a snapdragon. This one is called Tall Deluxe, and obviously this is also for landscaping and cut flower. And never grown snapdragons before, so hopefully I can get those sprouted and growing nicely. Next one is a marigold. This is the Kilimanjaro white. I think I've had these before. I've tried to sprout them, and for whatever reason I killed them, so we'll see if I can actually get them going this year. I've seen them in the plant store as like starts, and they're really beautiful and big marigolds. So hopefully I can get these going nicely. Then the next up in like the flowers category are more herb type things that I'm growing it for. So wild bergamot, this is bee balm, and I use this in one of my tea blends for my shop. So this will be good to get into my shop as another herb that I grow fresh in my garden. So excited about this to grow. Then I have a chamomile. I've never been very successful with growing chamomile, believe it or not. I hear so many people saying that it just grows like a weed, and if you have it in your garden, it's always going to reseed itself. I have yet to experience that, but we will see how it does this year. This one, I think I was hearing that this one was more of like a bigger flower, so you kind of get more, because, you know, chamomile is really small and almost like hard to harvest. So we'll see how this one does with bigger flowers, and hopefully I can even get it started to begin with. And then the next herb that I have is a lemon balm. This one is called a limoncello, so it's supposed to be even more lemony than a regular lemon balm. So we'll see how this one does. It says it's a much stronger lemon scent than any other lemon balm variety. I also have lemon balm in one of my tea blends, so hopefully I can get this. The lemon balm that I have in my tea blend right now is from my garden, but it's just, you know, the standard lemon balm. So hopefully this one is even more lemony and I can put it in my tea blends. So the last category that I have are sunflowers, and I have a full category for them because I bought so many of them. And the reason being, I hear that sunflowers are great at pulling toxins out of the soil. So because I'm starting a new garden and in a new house, I thought it would be really great to start off strong and clean the soil as best I can before I start, you know, putting so much work and effort. Because I feel like when I first moved into my Arizona house, I just kind of like threw soil in my garden beds and then just put the seeds in or put the starts in, and everything did so terrible my first year. And I think what really had to do with that issue is that I didn't amend the soil very well. The soil, I mean, it wasn't even soil, it was just dirt. So I think it was just really dead and probably had like a bunch of stuff in it that was not very good. So this year, I'm going to start off strong. I'm going to plant some sunflowers. I'm going to plant some cover crops and get some nutrients into the soil. Make sure it is soil and not dirt. And so here is my sunflower haul. So the first one is called Floristan. Hope I'm saying that right. Sunflower. This is gorgeous. And it's like just, I'm thinking of having like a whole sunflower garden. Obviously, I said I'm going to plant it first. And this would just be so pretty. So I bought a whole bunch of different varieties that would look really cool together and also take out the nasties. All right, the next one is exciting because it's not only to clean the soil, but also to have for a dot, like a natural dye for clothes. So this one says that the black-seeded sunflower is used for making natural dyes. So I'm really excited to see how these go. And they're almost like a deep purple look to the seeds. So we'll see how that goes. And they're supposed to be massive too, from what I hear. The next one is Autumn Beauty. This one is just beautiful. They're 7 feet tall plants, so maybe like put it on the back of my fence too to get some privacy. The next one, I just love this one. Probably a lot of you are gonna also love this one, but it's a double. Hey. All right, and then for the next variety, I'm sure a lot of you are gonna love this one because this is like a crowd favorite. I've actually never grown it before. So this is the double Sun King sunflower. I feel like this is like called, aren't they called like teddy bear sunflowers or something? Maybe that's a different variety that's called exactly that, but it looks like a little fuzzy teddy bear. It's so beautiful. So obviously this is beautiful. It's gonna be really cool to see all these different sunflowers together, but it's also gonna pull the toxins out of the soil. So it's a win-win. And then the last sunflower I have, I think it's called Arikara. Tell me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But this one is supposed to be 10 feet tall. So I'm kind of excited to have this also as like a privacy fence on one of the sides of our yards. I believe the fence is only like 4 or 5 feet. No, it's probably 4 feet because you could literally see the other person across if you're just standing there. So I think that would be so fun to have just a wall of sunflowers going across there. And then I'm also gonna do some sunflowers in the garden before I plant all my other stuff and just see how that turns out for the garden. And then the last 2 seeds that I have are both the free seeds. I do love a good seed company where they give you free seeds, especially if you buy, I think at Baker Creek, they give you even more, like the more seeds you buy, they give you more free seeds. So I just love a good free seed. Anyways, I actually already have this variety, the Jimmy Nardello. I've heard so many good things about the Jimmy Nardello, but I've never grown it. So I think I got it last year, but the season for peppers was already done, so I wasn't able to grow it, but I'm excited to get that going. I hear it is amazing flavor, and once you try that, you're not gonna want to eat any other kind of pepper, really. I think that's more of like a sweet pepper though. It's not a hot pepper. Yeah, it's not a hot pepper. It's just like a regular frying sweet pepper, whatever. I'm assuming like once you eat this, you're not gonna want to go back to like bell peppers, type thing. And then the last one, I think it's pronounced Pequeño. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. But it is a tiny yellow Brazilian pepper, tangy sweet with just a hint of heat. And it's supposed to produce 100 little peppers and grow up to be 24 inches. And they can be eaten fresh, but they're really good pickled in vinegar. That sounds really good, actually. Well, guys, that is it for today's haul of the seeds that I got for spring 2026. If you want to see my garden transformation, building it from the ground up, let me know if that's content that you would like to see. But if you have stayed this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. And if you have not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. That helps me out a lot and motivates me to make more videos. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.